Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he takes this, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble. Momentum play created.
Back has it. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. And there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
North Carolina, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team. And he will house it.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And he bumps it up inside the 20. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This offense has it with really good field position. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeps it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man.
Brings it down on the right side. Running free. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Harvey. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Slithers into space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Powell.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Skips away from pressure. Got room to work. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback. And
touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Harvey. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the 1st down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Overton. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Now from inside the red zone. He'll throw it. He makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Overton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
North Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's a heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Breaks into the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Harvey. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, Phillies, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looking to throw, it's Harvey. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Looking to buy time. Across the 15. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Harvey. Quickly complete. Turning it on. The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. It's Flowers. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the move at the 30.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
North Carolina.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He wants to go deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creates a little room. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin. And the ball's out there after it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
With the catch, it's Gore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. There he goes. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone. They're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures.
Oh, he's got some space. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty. It's like your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Breaks into the open.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are